So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. This is Abhishek on the other side. If you haven't subscribed to my channel or if you are new to my channel, do subscribe to my channel and press the big fat bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So without much further ado, let's start our today's video. So today in this video, we'll be talking about merge sort. Okay. Now, this merge sort algorithm is a very important algorithm. A lot of hard type of question come using this algorithm. Now, what is this merge sort? Now, by merge sort by its name, you can understand that it is a sorting algorithm, right? Now, this merge sort follows the principle of divide and conquer. So, at first you have an unsorted array, right? At first you keep on dividing the array into two hubs, right? And then you call and then you call up these and then you call up the two hubs and finally you merge them in order to form a shorter array. So let's take an example. So let's consider that we have an array where we have an array which contains element 3, 2, 5, 4 and 1. Okay, so these are the elements that this merge sort is contains, right? So at first what we're going to do, we need to at first divide this array. Okay, so let's first divide this array into two hubs. Okay, so if you divide this array, so since it contains like 5 elements, right? So at first you're gonna have like 5 by 2, right? So it's nothing but, so you can consider this to be one of the subarray, that is 3, 4 and 5, right? So this is actually is one of your subarray, and you can also consider this is your another subarray, that is 4 and 1, right? So now again we are going to divide this into two hubs. So let's divide this into two hubs. So it will be something like 3 comma 2, okay, and you're gonna have 5. So over here also we're gonna divide this. Okay, we're gonna divide until you get into individual subarrays, right? So that each subarray contains only one element. So you will this will divide into 4 and 1. Okay, this will be 1. So if you divide this into different subarray, it will be for 3, and this is gonna be your 2. Okay, so we have actually divided this array into subarrays, right? So since we have divided this array into subarrays, now next what we're going to do, we need to merge them, right? So the merge, how we are going to merge them? See over here, as you can see over here, right? 3 and 2, right? So if you perform the merge operation, it will be something like 2, this will be 2 and this is gonna be 3, right? Because we are going to form a sorted array, right? Similarly, if you consider this example, that is if you consider this array and this array over here, right? So if you merge them, it will be something like this, that is it is gonna be 2, 3, 5, right? And if you merge these two, it is gonna be your 1 and 4. Okay, now you're gonna merge these two, that is this subarray and this subarray. Okay, and finally you would be getting the sorted array, that is it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? And finally we have actually got the got our sorted array, as you can see, right? From here we have got we have actually got our sorted array. So this is your sorted array, right? This array. So now let's see how actually, so you have understand like how we are actually performing the divide operation, right? Now divide operation is very easy, that we just need to, so if you just consider this to be your low, okay, so now you know that so let's first understand how we can perform the divide operation, okay. So you can, so if you consider this to be of index 0, this is of index 1, this is of index 2, this is of index 3, and this is of index 4, right? So our low is nothing but this index 0 and our high is nothing but this index 4, okay. So at first we are going to find the middle element, right? Now the middle element is nothing but this, so if you just write 4 plus 0 by 2, right? Okay, and you're going to perform the lower bound, then it is going to be nothing but 2, right? And so we are going to take the elements from 0 to 2, that is from low to the mid, okay. So this is nothing but mid, right? And this is your low, this is your high. So we're going to consider the elements from 0 to 2, and next we're going to consider elements from 3 to 4, okay. So as you can see over here, we have considered that is from 0 to, so this is nothing but 0, this is 1, this is 2, right? And this is of index 3, this is of index 4, right? Okay. So actually, if you consider this subarray point of view, this is of index 1 0 and this is of index 1, okay. Now next again, when you divide, now this our low will be what? Low will be 0 and our high will be 2, right? So if you just find the mid, it is gonna be 1, right? And hence we have elements ranges from 0 to 1, okay, and then we are gonna have elements ranges from 2 to 2. So as you can see, we have elements from 0 and 1, and this is of 2, right? And similarly over here, as you can see, it has elements like our low is currently 0 and our high is currently 1, right? So if you just find the middle, then it is going to divide into 0 to 0, and this is going to be here 1 to 1, okay, as you can see over here. So similarly over here, so this is of index 0, this is of index 1, right? So now as you can see over here, so we're going to divide this into two parts, right? One we can 0 to 0, and it is going to be 1 to 1, right? As you can see over here, if you divide this as somewhere into two halves, it will be 3, and this is going to be 2, right? So now if you try to divide, then we can't divide it, because over here you can see they are low and our high is are both same, right? So this is of index 0, right? Now when our low and high is same, then we are not going to divide, okay. We're going to stop the division operation. Similarly over here, in this case also we can find the low and high is same. Similarly for this situation, similarly for this situation, right? And this is how you perform the divide operation, okay. So now let's see how we can actually perform the merge operation, okay. So in order to understand the merge operation, so let's consider two two sorted array, okay. So let's consider two sorted array. Okay, so let's consider two sorted array. One array contains 3, 5 and 6, okay. So let's take another sorted array which contains element 1, 2, 4, okay. So now in order to find in order to merge these two sorted arrays, in order to find the bigger, in order to create a bigger sorted array, what we are going to do is that we are going to have two pointers, okay. Now one pointer will be pointing to this index, that is, so if you consider this of index 1 0, this is of index 1, this is of index 2, right? Similarly this is of index 0, this is of index 1, and this is of index 2, right? Okay, so we're gonna have two pointers, okay. So you can consider one pointer is pointing to the index 0 of this as subarray, that is subarray 1, okay. So let's consider this to be subarray 1, and this, let's consider this to be of subarray 2, right? So we have a L1 which is currently pointing to 0 of subarray 1, and we have L2 over here which is currently pointing to 0 of subarray 2, right? So at first we're going to check which element among these two subarrays is smaller, okay. Now since we are actually sorting this array in ascending order. So what we're going to check, we're going to check whether s of 1, s of L1, okay, is you can consider it to be less than equals to, okay, s of s2 of L2, okay. Now if this condition is satisfied, okay, so over here we are considering this, okay, this to be sub array and this to be sub array 1, but over here in this situation we are not going to consider s1 and s2, okay. I'm going to wait later. That's so here we're just considering, okay, we're checking whether this element is 3 is whether 3 is less than equals to 1. No, this condition is false, right? Now when this condition is false, now what are we gonna do? Now we know that 1 is smaller than 3, right? So we're gonna have a answer array, right? So let's consider it to be as 3. So we're gonna store 1 to it, right? And when we're gonna store 1, we're gonna increment this L2 to index 1, okay. Now L2 is pointing to index 1, okay, of S2, right? Now again we're going to check whether our L1 is less than equals to L2. Now our L1 is what, pointing to element 3, and L2 is what, S2 pointing to element 2, right? Again this condition doesn't satisfy, so again we're going to just append this with element 2, right? And next again we're going to increment this L2. Now our L2 will be pointing to this index 2, right? Now again we're going to check whether our tree is less than equals to 4. Yes, it's true, right? Now when this condition is satisfied, right, then we're going to append s2, the element present in s3 we're going to append, okay, and then we're going to move this l1 to this index, that is index 1, right? Now l1 is pointing to index 1, okay. Again we're going to check whether 5 is less than equals to 4. No, it's false, so we're going to append to it 4, okay. And now our L2 will be out of the range of this array, okay. Now when our L2, okay, goes out of the out of bounds, okay, if there is an array out of bounds, okay, go outside the array of S2, right, then we know that whatever elements are left, okay, we just need to append them because they are already in sorted order, right? So we were just going to append this the remaining elements present in S1. So we're going to append 5, then we would append 6, right? And this is how we found, yeah, when you append 6, it is incremented to by 1, it is pointing to index 2, right? And that's how actually we are performing the merge operation, right? So now over here in this case we don't have to consider this S1 and S2 for this example. So what we're going to consider now, we are going to consider two ranges. The one range will be starting from low, go up to low to mid, okay. And so this range you can consider to be S1, right? And another range will be considered starting from mid plus 1 to high, right? To up to high, okay. So these are the two subarrays we are going to consider, okay. So you can consider this to be S1, okay, and this to be S2, and we just need to merge these two subarrays, okay, in order to form, and finally we'll be getting a sorted array. Now let's analyze the time complexity for this algorithm. Now as you can see over here, we are performing a divide approach. Now since we are performing a divide approach, the time complexity to perform this divide approach is nothing but a log of n, okay, because each time, or you can log of n base 2 you can consider, because each time we are actually dividing this array into two hubs, okay. And now since for each of these arrays, each of these elements, we are actually merging it, right? Now in order to perform the merge operation, we are actually taking n time complexity, right? So it will be nothing but n log n, okay. So you can consider big O of n log n, okay, big O of n log n time complexity for this algorithm, right? Now over here also we are actually taking a extra space, as you can see over here, because we are actually taking this S3, right, which is gonna store, give me the sorted, okay, array. Now for this we're taking a space of big of n, right? And hence we are taking a space complexity of big of n. So that's it for the algorithm. So now let's dive into the implementation of the algorithm. So now let's see the implementation of this algorithm. So at first we are gonna have the number of elements, right? So let's declare the number of elements as n. So let me just take the input of number of elements. Next we need to have a vector, right? And so let's consider a vector v, which of length n, and initially each of the members of this vector is 0. Okay. So now let's take the input of this vector by creating a for loop. Inside the for loop, I'm going to cin of v of I. Now through this way we can actually get the vector of v of I as input, right? So once we have done that, next thing we need to perform the merge sort, right? So we'll be passing v as parameter, v as argument. Next we'll be passing 0, which is nothing but our low, next our high, right? Now next we need to implement this merge sort function. So since it is of type void, now the parameters for this is vector, is the vector, right? Next parameter is low, and finally we have high as a parameter. So at first we're going to check whether this low is actually less than high or not. If it is less than, then only we're going to go to this if condition. Now in this if condition, at first we need to find the mid, right? So the way of finding mid is by summing low plus high by 2. Now this is going to give me the lower bound of low plus high by 2. Okay. Now once we have, now next we're going to perform the divide approach, right? So to perform divide approach, we'll be calling this function merge sort. Then we'll be passing low, comma, mid, right? Now this is one of the subarray. Now our next subarray will be mid plus 1, comma, high, right? Now this is how we actually divide our bigger array into smaller subarrays, right? Now next thing we want to do is to merge it, right? So we'll be passing vector as the argument. Next we'll be passing low, mid, and finally we'll be passing high as the argument. Now since this is a vector, now if this condition doesn't satisfy, then we're going to just write return. Okay. Now so now let's create this function merge. Okay, where would be having vector as one of the argument v. Now we'll be performing pass by argument, right? Because we need to change the contents inside the vector. Next we'll be having low, next mid, and finally we'll be having high. Okay. So at first, in order to create this merge function, we'll be having our starting point. Now our starting point is nothing but it's considered to be low. Let's consider two pointers L1, which will be pointing to low, and L2, which will be pointing to mid plus 1, right? So L2 is pointing to mid plus 1. Okay, so these are the two pointers. Next we'll be having a fake array. So let's get an array of size high minus low plus 1. Let's get an index, right, for this array C. So we should be starting from 0. So let's name this array as merged array. Okay. Now next what we're doing, we'll be having a while loop, right? Yeah. And inside this while loop, we'll be checking whether our L of 1, right, is actually less than equals to mid, and then our L2 is also less than equals to high. Okay. Now if this two conditions satisfied, then we're gonna go inside this while loop. Now inside the while loop, we're gonna check whether our v of L of 1 is actually less than equals to v of L of 2. Now if this condition satisfies, then what we're going to do, we need to make the merged array as index. We're going to store v of L of 1, right, because it is smaller, and we are actually forming a ascending array, right, sorting the array in ascending order. So next we will be incrementing this L1 because we have stored that value, right. And if this condition doesn't satisfy, then we're gonna just go to index and we're gonna store v of L2. And finally, we're gonna increment this L2 by 1, and also the index is also gonna be increased by 1. Next, we're gonna check whether this L2 is less than equals to mate, right? Now, if this condition is satisfied, then we will go inside and we just need to keep on storing, right? So we're gonna store in merged array of index. We're gonna store v of L1, okay, and then we will just increment this L1 by 1, okay, and so let me just copy this out, okay, and if the same condition happens with L2, we're going to perform the same operation. Now I want to check whether our L2 is actually less than equals to high, right? And this is going to be our L2, and this is also going to be L2. And I actually mixed one thing, that is going to also need to increment our index, right? So this index, and here we also increment our index. Now we have actually now in C we have actually stored the sorted. In this merged array we have actually stored the sorted array, right, by merging the two sub arrays. Okay, now once we have done that, now next thing we need to store it in the origin array, right? So we're starting from I equals to 0 and we'll go up to high minus low plus 1, and we're going to increment this I by 1. And next we're going to have our start, right? And we have start, we're going to store, we're storing merged array of I, okay. Next we will just increment this start by 1 and we will returning, okay. Let's see if there is any problem. Yeah, since we have a vector over here, so we need to include that vector also, right? So let's include it, vector, okay. So let me just I think there is no problem right now. Let me check it once, okay. Okay, let's give a look at this code and once again. Yeah, so let me just see whether any error or not. It will be visible. So let's take our input as this. Yeah, so we have taken the input, right? So now let's run this code. So actually I need to print this sorted array, right? So let's just print this sorted array. So it will be starting from I equals to 0 and go up to n. It will be in I plus plus. And let's print the sorted array by writing C out of I, right? And let me just add a new line to it also. Yeah. So let me just now run this code to see whether also array is sorted or not. Yeah. So as you can see, this is an unsorted array and here is your sorted array, right? So that's all for today. So I hope that you like this video. If you like this video, do give a thumbs up to the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel and press that big fat bell icon in order to get the latest notification first. So that's all for today. I will see you in my next video.